Feeling defeated, Rintaro walked onto a bridge. Behind him, Sayako, thinking he was trying to end his life, rushed to stop him. Her concern caught him off guard, and somehow, warmed his heart. They sat under the bridge, where Rintaro finally opened up about the madness at home. Sayako listened quietly, then bluntly called his wife insane, and urged him to leave. Just as Rintaro was about to respond, Sayako slipped, and before she could fall, he grabbed her arm, but she was heavier than expected, and pulled him into the river with her. Soaked and shivering, they laughed like two kids. Back at her place, Sayako offered him dry clothes. When Rintaro tried to leave, she handed him a warm meat bun. He paused. After years of cold convenience food, this simple kindness hit hard. She smiled sweetly and said, "You can always come back if you ever need warmth." Rintaro, overwhelmed, quickly left. Behind him, Sayako's face twisted into a chilling smile, because none of it was an accident. She was the one who pushed him near traffic. She even planned the river fall. From her pocket, she pulled out a charm. Inside it, an old photo of young Rintaro. Back home, he quietly ate the leftover bun, alone. The next day, a new student arrived in Ichika's class. Karafuko, handsome and mysterious. All the girls were curious, but Ichika didn't care until she saw him on the roof, playing the same obscure game she loved. Instant connection. When Karafu heard about her twisted home life, he offered to help. Ichika agreed immediately. They planned it well. Ichika invited her mom to a cafe. Karafu hid nearby, planting his phone behind her chair, ready to stay connected. Soon, Rintaro arrived too, but when mom realized it was a setup, she stood up to leave. Rintaro stopped her. "It's rare for us to talk. Let's try." Reluctantly, she sat, but before he could speak, "I'm not removing the tape," she snapped, "and I'm not divorcing you." She pointed to the family photo by the window. "That's me letting go." Then she warned him, "If you want the tape gone, say exactly what you said that hurt me." Rintaro froze. He couldn't remember. Enraged, she stormed over to the counter, grabbed a drink, and threw it in his face. "You disgust me." She left without looking back. Sayako saw it all, from outside the cafe. A smile crept onto her lips again. Ichika's heart sank. Their family was beyond repair. Still, she refused to give up. That night, Rintaro received a text from Sayako. "Help, I think someone's following me." He rushed to find her, but as soon as he arrived, Sayako collapsed into his arms. Too perfect, too planned, and Rintaro knew it, but said nothing. The next day, Sayako accidentally ran into Rintaro's wife. After hearing their story, she coldly said, "Your husband deserves better." When Rintaro admitted he might leave the family, Yuko's eyes widened in disbelief. She made an excuse and rushed off. Watching her leave, Sayako smiled coldly. That day, Ichika's teacher, Mr. Dio, called Yuko to school, but the moment she sat down, he weirdly commented on her scent, and when he learned Ichika's mental state was declining, he suddenly got up and left. As soon as Yuko stepped out, Dio's lips began dripping some strange fluid. Meanwhile, Ichika snuck into her dad's room. She picked up the family photo, staring at it, confused. Was this supposed to be a threat? Suddenly, she heard the door. Panicked, she hid by the wall. Luckily, her mom didn't notice, but when Ichika bent down to return the photo, her knee bumped a stack of books. Crash. Yuko rushed in, but the room looked untouched. Just then, the doorbell rang. Yuko went downstairs. Ichika escaped just in time. It was Mr. Dio, who didn't get a chance to tell Yuko about Ichika's secret relationship. Inside, as he explained about Ichika and Karafu, Dio's lips again started leaking. Then, he grabbed Yuko's hand, pretending to comfort her, but clearly hitting on her. At the same time, Ichika studied the family photo closely, and noticed something had been cut off next to her mom. She rushed to show Karafu. He spotted a landmark in the background, and decided they needed to find that place. Back home, Yuko demanded Ichika visit Karafu's home. Once there, Yuko told him bluntly, "Stay away from my daughter. If she ends up pregnant, we're in big trouble." Karafu's mom, Sayako, overheard everything. She recognized Yuko instantly, and remembered her warning to Rintaro. Yuko gave a fake smile, offered a gift, then dragged Ichika away. Afterward, Sayako texted Rintaro, asking him to check on Ichika. That night, with Yuko out, father and daughter finally spoke freely. Ichika asked about the photo, but before Rintaro could answer, Yuko burst in, slapped Ichika, and yanked her behind her back. "No talking to her," she yelled. Rintaro stepped forward, accidentally crossing the yellow tape. Yuko's fury exploded. She shoved him hard to the ground. He didn't fight back, just walked away in silence. Once calm, Yuko gently hugged Ichika. "Everything's okay," she whispered. Later that night, Rintaro went to Sayako's home. Just as they entered the room, Karafu walked in, but seeing them together, he quietly left without a word. He called his mom, staying at a friend's tonight, then headed to the train station alone. Meanwhile, over drinks, Sayako Sayako finally confessed. She was a live streamer who wore flashy clothes, just to make extra money for her son. Rintaro was moved. Sayako leaned in, and he didn't resist. At the same moment, Karafu, half asleep on a bench, glanced up, and saw it. The place in Ichika's photo, the real photo spot. He immediately called her. The truth behind her family's mystery was finally within reach.